So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called A Christmas Carol, 1938. This one's got Reginald Owen as the Scrooge. I was kind of surprised. The Scrooge surprised me. He was more subdued than Alistair Sim in the beginning. His humbug is very weak. And I guess he did it on purpose, Reginald Owen, to contrast his reaction during the whole spirits experience, and also at the end, his transformation was more dramatic. He was just this Scrooge is more indifferent than he is anti-Christmas, I think. That was just my perception. Maybe Professor Quiz can shine his 2 cents worth. But the story is way better developed. I mean, you see Bob Cratchit's family all over the place. It's I'm a little more accustomed to the story now. There are some similarities, though. A lot of the scenes are the same between the Alistair Sim version and the original Owen version. But like I said, the Scrooge is more subdued in the beginning, and the story is better developed, I think. It's more of a tearjerker, really. It reminded me of going to church with my grandfather, celebrating Christmas at my grandfather's place. It's got a 1930s feel to it. Let me just put it to you that way. My grandfather grew up during the Great Depression, and then he went and fought in World War II, where he met my grandmother in Germany. And he converted to Catholicism. The army chaplain got him to convert. But yeah, I'm giving this one 5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this. I thought the last 2/3 of the movie was fantastic, and it was good to see, Bob Cratchit, Tiny Tim, a lot more of that. That was kind of what I was expecting in the Alistair Sim version. And this one's only an hour and 9 minutes. They really compacted everything. And made the story flow better. The Alistair Sim version is just mostly Scrooge visiting the spirits. That's most of the movie. There's not much build-up, really. But I love both movies, I think. Well done. I'm looking to the George C. Scott version. When I mentioned that, I never really liked Christmas music except for when I was 10 years old. What I meant by that in my previous video was that, you hear the same tunes over and over again, and you get sick of them. But now that I start hearing Silent Night and O Come All Ye Faithful in these movies, it's like I haven't heard it in so long. It actually has an effect on me. It's weird. It's like you deprive yourself of something and then you want it a lot. It's sort of like watching a ton of porn. You get sick of it And then when you haven't seen it in a long while, you're like, give me some porn. That kind of thing. I have the same relationship with Christmas music. But Professor Quiz posted a comment that the best Christmas song is Mistress for My Christmas by AC/DC or something like that. I've never actually heard that song. Or even, I didn't even know that it existed. Only Professor Quiz would know that. But anyways, it's pretty much the same story as the Alistair Sim version, like I said. But we get to know Tiny Tim better. He likes to skate on the ice with his shoes. He can't, though. So Scrooge's nephew picks him up. And we get to meet Scrooge's nephew. I don't remember that character in the Alistair Sim version. Maybe Professor Quiz can correct me there. Maybe I missed something, or it just didn't make as much sense as this 1938 version in glorious black and white, of course. Same as I thought the Ghost of Christmas Future was pretty cool looking. The Ghost of Christmas Past was a gal, and Scrooge looked much younger than when he was checking out his school. He looked much younger than the Alistair Sim version. So pretty cool flick. Highly recommended. I'll look for the movie and the trailer posted in the description box. And I just took a 90-minute coma nap. Man, that was best sleep of my life right there. Only got 4.5 hours of sleep. I had that schedule change fiasco that I was telling you about in my last video. My employer wanted me to start at 8. I rose a big stink because I have to pick up my son in San Mateo at 4:30, and I usually start here at 4:30. Well, technically 4:15, 15 minutes early. I'm allowed to punch in 15 minutes early, so I always take advantage. And so I raised so much of a stink, and my other administrative assistant coworkers were all complaining about it in the group chat with one of the managers there. So eventually they made an exception for me, but by then I'd already changed my schedule with my other employer, and they, instead of making it effective Monday, they made it effective Friday. So I get here, they say, oh, you got a 5:15 route, and you're going to be a rescue driver. So I rescued 2 routes, which wasn't bad. It was still 5 hours, but I don't want to do that every weekday night. So I sent an email as soon as I got home asking to have my old schedule back, starting at 4:15. And I just talked to the manager here, and he was pretty cool about it. He said, yeah, so hopefully Monday I can go back to 4:15. We'll see. I'm going to punch in at 4:15 anyway, just in case. But anyways, it's been a crazy weekend. I ripped my pants in the dryer, one pair. They had already been ripped, but the entire back ripped. And then a button fell off my other pants. I guess I'm eating too much or something. But you probably can't tell that my gut is bigger by looking at my face. What you looking at my gut for? Remember Trailer Park Boys? I always call Adrian the trailer park Aussie boy. Anyways, Phil Collins, what you looking at my gut for? Yeah, the Scrooge in this, Reginald Owen, he says humbug. If I was playing Scrooge, I'd say bah humbug. But a little bit different style there. Interesting contrast from being indifferent to being like totally enthusiastic about Christmas. Very interesting take on the Scrooge character. I hope you'll understand what I'm talking about, Professor Quiz. But cool. I'll check out the George C. Scott version, see if I can take another coma nap for an hour or so. Maybe 30 minutes, since that last one just knocked me out. Like somebody hit me across the head or something. Cool. But I've been taking the ashwagandha on 4.5 hours of sleep. That stuff is like magic pill. Cool. What else? I got bacon burgers for my son tomorrow. So we'll be eating bacon burgers all day. Excellent. And he'll be on his iPad, his Nintendo Switch. What other gadget? He'll probably play on my phone too. He loves electronic gadgets. He's a 21st century digital boy. As the Bad Religion song goes. All right. So Joe Biden mandate their lawsuits, and I'm just going to tell my employer here that I'm working outside the entire time. They can like hand me the key and the gloves outside. And then when I get back here, I'll just call somebody to come pick up the key outside. That way the OSHA Nazi morons won't fine them like hundreds of thousands of dollars if the lawsuits fail to stop this craziness here in the U.S. Joe Biden wants to turn the U.S. into San Francisco. And it's pretty bad. I'm just going to tell my other employer for my desk job to let me work remotely at home. That solves that problem. And hopefully they'll oblige, but if they get real nasty about it, like they don't want to take the risk of having this unclean person like the Jews from the 30s in Nazi Germany, then maybe I'll hire a lawyer and we'll see what we can do about it. Because if I don't fight back, millions of other people don't fight back. This nonsense from the last 2 years just won't effing stop. It'll just keep going for another 30 years. So I was expecting a ton of people to die from the long-term effects of the shots this month, but I haven't seen it so far. I'm expecting an avalanche of blood clots and myocarditis type symptoms in kids, but haven't seen that yet either. So we'll see what happens. But cool. got that one in. I got 2 more. A Christmas Carol 80s version with George C. Scott. I think it's 84. Christmas Evil from 1980, the director's cut. And then I still got like 25 and a half. No, not that many. Maybe 15 and a half Chop Socky Chooks videos to watch. Those are painful. Anyways, I'm up over 15 minutes, so I'll let you go. Laters.